My name is Joonas Laakso. I'm a producer at Bugbear Entertainment. Racer Unbounded is a new branch in the Ridge Racer franchise. It is what we came up with when Namco came to us at Bugbear and wanted to see what kind of Ridge Racer game we would make. The whole gameplay is built around the notion of having like this positive cycle feeding itself. So when you're driving well, you're drifting. Basically, you have to drift in order to do well in the game, and all of that feeds into a power gauge. And when your power gauge is full, you can use your power to like punch through stuff that's in your way, and everything that you do with the power also like helps in your racing. So you'll be taking shortcuts, you'll be launching traps, taking out other guys, or just using it as a speed boost. The way that the shortcuts and the traps to operate is that you need to know them. So when you're playing the game, you become aware of where all these opportunities are, even if you're not using them yourself. But you need to be aware, like maybe one of your competitors has opened up a shortcut, so you're in a position, in a good like incoming line, that you'll be in a position to take advantage of that. Or that you never like take the one route where you know that there's this one trap that you never manage to avoid when it's launched, and that sort of thing. So there's very much a need to remain aware of the track and how it's changed from lap to lap in order to do well. Initially, when we started thinking about ways to like bring the destruction into a more core part of the gameplay, we just like had this very nice like visual ways of taking down buildings and stuff. Actually, only in playtest we finally like realized that there is a big mental block with most people that like when they've been playing like arcade driving games for, in some cases, decades, and they're just very adept at avoiding obstacles and stuff. And here you really need to get over that and understand that you need to be able to plan your route like in the most effective way possible, even when it means that you're going to be going through like parked cars or whatnot. What we're doing is we're using color, so like yellow is warning you off, like don't try to drive through this, it's not going to work. And we're using like silhouettes, so if it's higher than a car, it's probably not going to be easily destructible. If it's obviously something that you can see through, generally you can just drive through it. And I think it's working surprisingly well. I really expected it to be a much bigger issue to people, but I don't know, we'll see how it feels in the final game, but currently I'm not too worried about that. The big thing that we wanted to do with the cars was to make them as compatible with each other as possible. Like we really don't want to end up with a situation where like everybody is playing with the same car in multiplayer because there's one car that is clearly superior to everything else. So we really tried to figure out ways to make the cars look and feel different enough in handling and driving feel, or like without sacrificing their ability to compete with each other. For some time there, like a couple of years back, when we were trying to figure out what we would do after Flat Out, and we were quite worried that it sort of felt like that the traditional arcade racer just wasn't like a market for it anymore. I think there is like a expectation with the audience that they just want something more. It's not enough that it's a good arcade racer. Like for me personally, we went only a couple of months ago over the point that I would genuinely pay full price for this game due to some features which we haven't been discussing yet. But like just the driving in itself, I don't think it's enough for a full price console game anymore. There has to be something more. The direct feedback that we have got from like existing Ridge Racer fans and from Bugbear fans has been, I think, surprisingly positive. I was really expecting something worse. Like I'm something of a Ridge Racer fanboy myself, and if I had heard that another car game studio would be doing a new Ridge Racer, I would be worried. But I think that we have been very open about that this is not the end of Ridge Racer per se. Like I think that there's probably going to be a Ridge Racer 8 at some point. It's not going to be made by us, but hopefully like one of Namco's internal studios or whatever. And this is just a new branch for Ridge Racer. Like I would personally love to do an Unbounded 2. Like we have plenty of features that we just couldn't fit into this game, and but we really don't know how it's going to play out. From what I understand, there could very well be like a Ridge Racer 8 and an Unbounded 2, but we don't know yet. Like I can easily see them coexisting.